These are 5 concise steps you can take to own a property in Abuja, or actually anywhere in Nigeria. And I have an acronym for it: DBCDA. So let's get right in. What is D? D has to talk about decision. You deciding. So with deciding simply means, okay, I really want to own a property. I want to own a certain kind of property in Abuja or in anywhere it is you are across the world. And in deciding that you want to own, you need to ask yourself one question: why am I deciding to own? Am I owning because I want to build my personal house? Am I owning because I want to get into the rental system, make money from rent? Am I owning because I want to buy commercial plots and do for commercial and have cash flow over a long period of time? In deciding, having your why will help you arrive at a very good decision. And also in this, you have to ask yourself questions like, okay, what kind of estate do I want to buy from? What kind of land, what kind of property do I want to buy? For instance, where I am right now, this is a community. Actually right here, there's going to be a mall, there's going to be an event center, block of flats, terraces and standalone duplexes. You have to ask yourself, do I want a community that is mixed? I want just a community that is just maybe standalones, duplexes, no malls. All of that comes under decision and knowing your why. Number 2, B, budget. So after you've decided and known your why, the next thing to set aside an amount of money, right? It could be, okay, I want to start, I'm looking at owning 100 million naira plot of land or property, whichever it is. You have to decide, you have to budget an amount for that property, because things don't just happen. If you don't budget for it, it will forever remain in your head. I want to. But budgeting is an act of faith and a step as well towards actually owning, right? And the next thing is C, which is consult. That's the 3rd step to take. Consult simply refers to asking the right questions to the right people. Don't go and ask that your brother that wanted to buy land in Abuja 5 years ago and eventually didn't buy. And I said, brother, why didn't you buy that land? Wrong question to the wrong person. You have to ask the right person. For instance, you have to ask a property lawyer regarding the property business and law here in Abuja. 2, you have to ask surveyors. 3, you have to ask professional realtors, right? So they can help you do some things you wouldn't be able to do by yourself. For instance, the track record of the developer, consulting the right surveyor to check if the TDP or the mapping is actually where it is. All those other things that are in between. If you consult the right person, you ask the right questions and get the right answers. It is very important. And like I said, not that your brother that didn't buy land and you want to know why he didn't buy. Wrong question to the wrong person. Number 4, D, which is due diligence. So after you've consulted on all of that, it's now time to actually do your due diligence with the right lawyer and all of that. This is the time where you go to somewhere like AGIS to verify the property. They find out if it's really FCDA approved. This is also where you do an inspection. You come to see the property that you have been shown. If it's a house, if it's an off-plan, if it's land, it's important you do your due diligence. The legal part, that part is there. Title verification is also there, and seeing the property. It's important you do your due diligence, because at the end of the day, the responsibility of buying right is not just on who is helping you buy, but it's also on you. And finally, A, which is the part that makes the whole difference. You can do the first, the second, the third, and the fourth, but if you don't do A, which is action, you still won't own a property. Action simply means asking questions like, okay, how do I go on to own? Is there a payment plan? Do I need to pay outrightly? This is where you take action. You could use a payment plan for places. Some places they offer you 6 months, 8 months. Sometimes you just need to pay outrightly. So action means paying. Taking up a payment plan, saying I'm going to pay for this property in 6 months, I'm going to pay for this property in 1 year, I'm going to pay for this property immediately. Whichever the case is, action is what makes the difference. Maybe you've been looking to own a property over the past 90 years. I'm joking. Maybe you've been wanting to own a property for so long that you've been wondering how to start. With these 5 steps, I'm sure that in 2026 or even right now, you know what to do to own that property. And if you love where I am, which is Horizon Estate, right here in Kwaba, very proximal to town, it's in a very beautiful location. Right behind me is this Abuja City Gate. There's Shafa Police Station. Right here, there's going to be a mall and Right here, they're going to be terraces, standalone duplexes, and right over the fencing you're seeing there is going to be the mall, which is already coming up. The foundation is being set. There'll be two malls here, actually, the block of apartments down there and an event center. It's a complete community right here at Horizon Estate. So you have decided to own, you've gone through the process, and you love this. This is a place to start with. If this is a place to start with, all you have to do is just call the phone number on your screen. We can consult for you to help you own, start up your process of owning, or maybe buy into this particular project. That's all you need to do. It's not that difficult. Just call us and we will be glad to help you.